across midfield, and Peterson on the first play from scrimmage will go the distance for a touchdown. And he quick to Randy Moss, and he's going to get by almost everybody. In fact, he gets by everybody and goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Welcome in, everybody. Episode 21 of Mike on the Mic. I am a spinoff show from your favorite show, Twist, the Week in Sports Talk. Decided to do my own thing and got 21 episodes going now. All Access Sports Network. You can see it up there on the top of the screen. It is live, and we are a part of it. You can check it out at allaccesssportsnetwork.com. Both my spinoff show, Green Bay Greg, and Benzi's Bit are all on there. We have our own show pages and times that we are on. I'm not sure what time yet since it's a new sports network, but we are a part of it, and we are excited. A lot to talk about today, so let's get right into the show. We started here on Mike on the Mic, breaking down Would You Rather? We'll see if I would rather. Would you rather have everything on your phone right now, browsing history, photos, etc., made public to anyone who searches your name, or never use a cell phone again? Browse away. You can take a look. There's nothing too porn, sure, that's on every guy's phone, but there's nothing out there too bad to where I'm not going to use a phone again. So here you go. Take a peek. I don't care. Would you rather be an amazing artist but not be able to see any of the art you created, or be an amazing musician but not be able to hear any of the music you create? Well, people care more about music than art. So even if I can't hear it, other people can, and I'm sure they would love it. It doesn't say I'm deaf or blind, so I can still hear other great music. But yeah, I'll be a musician. Why not? Would you rather have everyone laugh at your jokes but not find anyone else's jokes funny, or have no one laugh at your jokes but you still find other people's jokes funny? Well, I would rather laugh than make other people laugh. I don't care about other people. So I want to still be able to find other things funny and piss off. Jimmy, this is not Twist. This is Mike on the Mic. Look directly behind me. You will catch the replay. So you can find that on twistsportstalk.com. We do have a .com. We're kind of a big deal. I don't know if you knew that or not, but now you do. Would you rather wake up in the middle of an unknown desert, or wake up in a rowboat on an unknown body of water? Desert all day. Put me on the land. I do not want to be in the middle of an ocean on a freaking rowboat with sharks swarming. I'll keep walking. I'll just drink my own sweat on the desert and I'll figure it out. But no rowboat, no water. Would you rather always have a great body for your entire life but have slightly below average intelligence, or have a mediocre body for your entire life but be slightly above average in intelligence? Well, it says only slightly above average, so it's not calling me Albert Einstein. So we'll take it says great body and slightly below. So you're not a moron. Just slightly below with a fantastic body. Let's go. Would you rather be in debt for $100,000 or never be able to make more than $3,500 a month? Well, Greg, he's getting ready for work. He's a big adult now. So he does the math for Twist. Be in debt $100,000. I think most of America is probably in debt $100,000, college and whatnots like that. So I don't want to be maxed out at what I can make a month. So I'll take the debt and figure it out from there. Would you rather have the police hunting for you for a murder you didn't commit, or a psychopathic clown hunting you? See, I'm not a big afraid of clowns guy. This is just one crazy clown. You got a whole police force hunting you down for a murder. Then you got to hire a lawyer. You got to hope the glove doesn't fit and they must acquit. I'll just take my chances with some creep ass clown and fuck him up. Would you rather be constantly tired, no matter how much sleep, or constantly hungry, no matter how much you eat? I'd rather be more tired. If you're constantly hungry, no matter how much you eat, you're just going to keep eating and eating and eating, trying to figure it out, and you're going to become a big fatty. So I'll be a little tired. Would you rather live a comfortable and peaceful life in the woods, in a small cabin without much human interaction, or a life full of conflict and entertainment in a mansion in the city? Conflict and it says I'm entertained. I could go either way. I'm more of an extrovert, but I do enjoy just introverting and throwing on Netflix and all that kind of stuff. But let's get some conflict. Let's get some entertainment. I got a big old mansion. Let's go. Would you rather walk around work or school for the whole day without realizing there is a giant brown stain on the back of your pants? Oh my God. Or realize the deadline for that important paper project was yesterday and you are nowhere near done. I'll take the project. I didn't finish it. Give me an F. If you got a brown stain on your ass, either in school or work, you're going to get ridiculed for the rest of your life at that school, at that work, especially with social media. They're going to be sharing that shit. You are in big trouble. So that's what we got. That's what I got for Would You Rather. Let's get to some sports talkers. We'll get to the NFL here in a few minutes. But the Lakers' demise might have been last night. Not. But they did lose game 3, 115 to 104. The big story here was the Lakers had 20 turnovers. Yes, I said it. 20 turnovers. LBJ, 15 points, 12 assists, 6 rebounds. Anthony Davis looked like Anthony Davis again. 37 points, 10 rebounds. I'm in the wrong game. Son of a bitch. Let's see. Game 3. Here we go. Sorry about that, folks. LeBron, 25, 8, and 10. Anthony Davis didn't look the part. 15, 3, and 5. Big story. Jimmy Butler, triple-double, 40 points, 13 assists, and 11 rebounds. He finally figured it out. You got to score the rock against the Lakers. He kept wanting to dish, and I get it, but you're going to have to take over. You're a superstar. This is the Lakers, who have 2 superstars, 2 of the best basketball players in the world. You're going to have to do more than, push it out. You got to drive that shit. You got to score it. You got to draw fouls. So looked good. I'm a huge Laker fan. LBJ is my guy. I don't think they're in trouble by any means. They'll figure it out. The Heat were bound to win a game. I predict that the Lakers will they'll win the next one. The Atlanta Hawks to honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. with a new alternative jersey next season. So for the first time in NBA history, the Kings' initials, MLK, will appear on the front of a team's jersey. I love the Atlanta Hawks jerseys just to begin with. You got to Google this. Check it out. They're pretty dope. Black jersey with some gold around it. Poppin' white MLK. It's fitting that the Hawks are the first team to honor King on their jerseys, as the 1964 Nobel Peace Prize winner who led the civil rights movement called Atlanta home. So with all the racial injustice, and it doesn't surprise me, I doubt every single team would be able to don a jersey that would be, up to the standards of an MLK jersey. But it's dope. I like it. Pretty sweet. The T-Wolves and star Carl Anthony Towns. There's been a ton of rumors swirling. Not really sure, what to think. We literally just got one of his best friends. They played less than a handful of games together last year, so I don't know what he's all butthurt about. I know he lost his mom to COVID and has been dealing with a lot of that kind of stuff, but you got to trust the Rosas, Gerson Rosas. He's been doing a phenomenal job. We have the first pick, the 17th pick, and the 33rd pick in the draft. Why don't you wait and see? Take the wait and see approach, Carl. But there are rumors that he could be dealt to the New York Knicks. He would obviously be a massive addition to the Knicks. Tom Thibodeau used to be a Wolves coach. Is there. They've worked together. There are other swirlings about bringing Zach LaVine, player for the Bulls who used to be a Timberwolf with them, on over. So we'll see about that. John Gruden is testing the league's patience on mask wearing again. So after week 1, the NFL made it clear that coaches who fail at properly, consistently wear the mask will be getting accountable measures. Week 2, Gruden and 4 coaches received $100,000 fines, and the teams were fined $250,000. After week 3, the league reiterated the requirement that coaches must wear it on the sideline at all times, or mention possible suspensions, loss of draft picks, or the potential of or else. And now in week 4, Gruden is once again invited an or else moment. Just running a Gruden just gives no shits. You can fine him $100,000 as much as you want. They signed him to a 10-year, $100 million contract. He eats $100,000 for breakfast probably every morning. He doesn't give a shit. He's John Gruden. Fine away. Oh, you're going to take my first round pick? Fine. I'm going to find a gem. Mike Mayock. Mike, give me a gem in the second round. Fuck the NFL. He doesn't care. Look at the NBA in the bubble. Are they wearing masks? A couple of them, but they don't care. It's ridiculous that the NFL is putting on this facade that, we're going to do everything in our power to make sure everybody's held accountable and we're healthy and everything's hunky-dory. It's like, they don't care. It's all about the bottom line with them. They're just going to they're finding a way to make up for their lost revenue, and they're going to get that from other teams. So keep it up, John. Fuck them. You got to check out this viral video going on online right now. Just Google NFL-sized 10-year-old. So a clip of a giant 10-year-old rampaging through an opposition team in a football game has caused an uproar on social media. This kid is ridiculous. He's 10 years old and he's 6'2", probably 300 pounds. Now, these are 10-year-olds. They're just little kids. There's no way that I'm going to have to do some more research. When you watch this looks like Michael Orr in that one movie. Yeah, I know. He just towers over everybody. And when I used to play football, when I was 10 years old, there's a weight requirement to be able to run the football, catch the football, be a guy with the ball. If you're a big fatty, they're not going to allow you to be doing shit like that because of videos like this. So 10 years old, 6'2", I guess we'll see, but good for him. I mean, it's literally give him the ball every single play. I mean, you could put all 11 guys, all 11 10-year-olds on this big son of a bitch, and ain't nothing going to happen. So go ahead, go on Google and type in NFL-sized 10-year-old and watch the video. It's good comedy. So more things that COVID is ruining. Bond was the last straw with Regal and Cineworld that will reportedly close all its theaters next week. So yesterday, the 25th James Bond film, No Time to Die, was pushed back to April 2021 due to the ongoing pandemic. So movie theaters are hurting. They've been shut down most of the time. I know here in Minnesota, a few of them opened. I don't know if we have a Regal around here anymore. I haven't been to one, just for the mere fact of I don't go to movie theaters often. I'll wait till they come out. I'll Redbox it. I like to chill. But it's sad. I mean, my kiddos like it, and yeah, just another thing affected by this damn pandemic. So shitty deal, man. Shitty deal. All right. Time to get into it. Let's get into it with Thursday night football. A tale of the 0-3 versus 0-3 teams. The Denver Broncos versus the New York Jets. The Broncos prevailed 37-28. And breaking news, Adam Gase for the New York Jets still has a job. Melvin Gordon looked good, 23 carries, 107 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So hopefully you started him in your fantasy. The Jets, hopefully you didn't start anybody because they're horrible. Tom Brady looked like the old Tom Brady yesterday, beating the 1-3 Chargers to go 3-1 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 38-31. Brady was 30 of 46 for 369 and 5 touchdowns. His lone pick was a pick 6, but they still got it going. Ronald Jones, 20 carries, 111 yards, no touchdowns. And Mike Evans looked like Mike Evans, 122 yards and a touchdown. Justin Herbert, rookie, number 10, good-looking L.A. Herbert, looked good. Had 1 pick, but he was 20 for 25, 290 yards, 3 touchdowns. Austin Eckler got hurt, helped off the field. We will find out today more about that injury, but that was sad. The Detroit Lions moved to 1-3, and the Saints got it up to 500 after beating the Lions 35-29. The Lions went up early, and big 21-point second quarter helped the Saints get a victory. Breeze, pretty pedestrian, 246, 2 touchdowns. Kamara, 83 yards and a touchdown, as well as 36 on the ground. Stafford, 206, 3 touchdowns and a pick. AP, Adrian Peterson, old Minnesota Viking, 11 carries, 36 yards, but he did get a score. So good for him. The Bengals now 1-2-1 with that infamous tie. They beat the Jaguars 1-3, 33-25. Joe Burrow, 300 yards, a touchdown and a pick, but it was all Joe Mixon. Finally, Joe Mixon. Just traded for Joe Mixon in my Dynasty Fantasy Football League. Traded Ronald Jones. What did I give? A second, a first, and a third. So I gave up quite a bit to get him. But I needed an elite running back, and I was willing to do that. So he also had 30 receiving yards and a touchdowns. T. Higgins, 77 yards. So he keeps emerging. Second-round pick, rookie wide receiver for the Bengals. I like what the Bengals are doing. I'm a big Joe Burrow fan. I think they drafted nicely with Higgins. They have some good pieces, and the Jaguars just suck. My Minnesota Vikings finally got a win. We almost lost it late, and that would have been okay because we are not going to win the Super Bowl this year. I'm a diehard fan, but I'm also a realist, and we're not going to beat Pat Mahomes, but we did beat Deshaun Watson. The Texans moved to 0-4. Kirk Cousins, 16-22, 260 and a touchdown. Delvin Cook, another great game, 27 carries, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. And our rookie, Justin Jefferson, second game in a row of 103 yards. He's now 8th in the league in receiving. And really, he's only played 2 games. They didn't get him going until after week 2, weeks 3, and week 4. So that's exciting. You give up a player like Stephon Diggs, use that pick on Justin Jefferson, and he's emerging. He's a stud, and we're excited about it. So the Seahawks moved to 4-0, 31-23 against the Miami Dolphins. Russell Wilson, 360 and 2 touchdowns. When are we going to see Tua? When are we going to see Tua? Damn it. The Browns whooped that ass on America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, 49-38. Baker Mayfield didn't have to look great to get it done. They did it done on the ground with some trick plays. He had 165 and 2 touchdowns. Jarvis Landry threw a touchdown to Odell. Odell rushed for a touchdown, caught 2 touchdowns. I mean, he was just all over the place. Dak Prescott did it again, 500 yards, 4 touchdowns, but a late pick on one of the final drives didn't help him out. But Dak's looking good, trying to get that contract. Panthers beat the Cardinals. I'm sure be on one of the shows here on All Access Sports Network this week if they want me. Talking about the power rankings. I can't wait to hear Benzie's power rankings. They make me laugh. But the Cardinals moved to 2-2. The Panthers are now 2-2. 31-21. Kyler Murray just 33 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he did run for 78 yards. Let's get through the rest of them here. 31-17, the Ravens beat the Washington football team. The Rams only beat the Giants 17-9. The Colts beat the Bears 19-11. The Bills moved to 4-0, beating the Raiders 30-23. The Eagles upset the 49ers last night 25-20, and we have 2 football games this evening. The Chiefs and the Patriots kick it off first, followed by the Falcons and the Packers. Well, there it is. There's some football. There's some sports. There's some breakdowns. Now we're going to end it with a random fact. Abraham Lincoln's bodyguard left his post at Ford's Theater to go for a drink. You son of a bitch. You already know that Abraham Lincoln was shot and killed by John Wilkes Booth while watching a performance at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. on April 14th, 1865. But what you might not have been aware of is that the president had a bodyguard named John Frederick Parker with him on that fateful night. Unfortunately, Parker was a police officer with a less than stellar reputation. After arriving 3 hours late for his shift, the officer left his post protecting the president to get a drink at the Star Saloon next door to the theater. It was during this time that Booth entered the box seats where Lincoln was shot. Oh, God. I wish they had more to this story. But they don't, and Lincoln's dead. R.I.P. Well, thanks. Great way to start the week with Mike on the Mic, episode 21. Tune in next week. Tune in to Twist. Tune in to Green Bay Greg. Tune in to Benzie's Bit. Tune in to all of the great shows on the All Access Sports Network.